Hey guys, how you doing? It's Ryan here today with another GTA Online video. So we've had a day with the update, and I've at first I don't know if whoever watched my video realized I wasn't negative on the update at first, but then I realized it's because I was only paying attention to the good parts of the update. You know, the Avenger upgrades, the jet, the SMG. I did pay a little bit of attention to the career progress and the Vinewood Car Club, but I didn't really give it too much attention. But today I want to go through the patch notes to see what we got, what actually came in this update, and what we did get, and what we got removed. Because yes, there was stuff that was removed in this game, and you know, whenever they take away stuff from a game, that's always bad. And the reasoning because of the stuff that got taken out is actually quite disgusting in my opinion. But before we get into all that, let's get into the patch notes. So this is the whole patch notes that Rockstar released. And as you're gonna see, not exactly everything is on here. For reasons that only Rockstar will say. They omitted certain things that thankfully the rest of the community did inform us about. So let's get into it. So new content for Grand Theft Auto. San Andreas Mercenaries update adds new story missions, free content updates for the Smuggler's Hangar business, a PS5 and Xbox Series X and X exclusive career progress feature, as well as a range of experience improvements and creator updates. Los Santos Angels. Players can purchase and install the new operations terminal inside the Avenger to form the Los Santos Angel group with Charlie Reed. Via the operations terminal, players can launch 6 new Project Overthrow story missions and 3 new free mode LSA operations. So unfortunately, it looks like there's only 3 free mode operations. Which, if they stay the way they are, unless they change, because I only saw them once, so unless they change, because I saw it says professional on there, so it might change to specialist and special plus, just like the ones in the agency do. They pretty much are. If those are the only 3 that are there now, that's not a lot of content, because that's what I thought we'd be grinding out to make money. And if there's only 3 of them, then that's gonna get boring very fast. And the Project Orbital story missions, first of all, they're not. It's not much of a story mission. I mean, you're basically just talking to Charlie over the phone. There's not a lot of cutscenes. There's no antagonist, so it's really just you fighting Merryweather for 6 missions. So there's not really much of a story there. And if you watch Gilly or Pro or other content creators like playing through those missions, you could tell that those missions are not solo friendly. They are difficult to do solo. You kind of do need to have a crew with you to do this if you want to not get frustrated. It is doable solo, but it's very frustrating to do. So LSA operations can be launched in free mode by calling Charlie Reed, same as with the agency. The new story missions are 1 to 4 players. Well, yeah, 1 to 4, but really you should have more than one, especially for missions 2 and 3. Avenger updates. In addition to Operations Terminal, the Mammoth Avenger has received new updates and upgrades for purchase. The Avenger cannot be purchased without owning a facility beforehand. Okay, that's good. That's removing a paywall. The Avenger cannot be stored inside an owned hangar. The following upgrades for the Avenger cannot be purchased inside the owned hangar with a workshop upgrade. Pilot operated machine guns, that's good. Pilot operated missiles, that's good. A stealth module for autopilot, a missile lock on jammer for autopilot, and a Mammoth Avenger thruster inside the Avenger, which is I don't know how useful that is. I haven't tried it yet. Smuggler's Hangar updates. Several updates have been made to the Smuggler's Hangar. New land-based source sell cargo missions have been added. These can be selected via the Free Shipping Co. website, allowing players to engage in their smuggling business with entirely land-based manner. So that means you could now smuggle hangar crates without like the use of planes and stuff. Which I don't know how useful that'll be because you're still only getting 1 crate if you're doing it solo, and I don't know how if it's still rather difficult or if it takes a while. I don't know how much that'll be worth it. A staff member has been added to hangars that can be sent out to cargoes for a small fee. The fee is 25,000 for Rooster, that's his name, to go out and get you crates, just like Lupe does and her crew. The only thing is with Rooster, I don't know how useful it'll be because he was just gonna get you a random crate, which is also what Lupe does. But with Lupe, with the CEO crates, it doesn't matter what you get; you still sell it for the same amount. In the hanger business, it does matter what kind of crates you get because if you source a much of the same crate, if you source one of the same crate, you get an added bonus to it. And if Charlie's just bringing you random stuff, then you're not gonna get any of those bonuses. All right. A staff member has been added. Oh, I read that already. Source cargo missions can now be launched in free mode by calling Ron. Okay. The smuggling business setup mission can now be bypassed for a small fee, which is not much of a. It's not a strong. It's not a difficult mission. All you're doing is flying the plane back to the hangar. The Mark II weapon workshop is now included in the hangar's workshop. That's good. Additional weapon cabinets have been added to the hangar, so they probably just added like ammo, like all around the hangar. Career progress. Oh boy. PS5 and Xbox Series S exclusive career progress feature has been added. This gives you access to a range of challenges across GTA Online and provides exclusive rewards for players to earn. Career progress can mean access beyond the landing page and pause menu. Each section of the career progress will have 4 tiers of challenges added and a reward to be claimed after completing each tier. Some challenges will factor in progress made previously, while others will be started with a clean slate. This pissed me off because some of the stuff that they cherry picked to start clean are stuff that's going to take a long time to do. For example, the one that really pissed me off is the payphone hits. How many of us have done hundreds of payphone hits already, grinding out those payphone hits for money? For me, at least, I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but for me, I start at 0 with the payphone hits. And what even pisses me off even more with that is now that they added a cooldown increase to those payphone hits. Now instead of waiting 20 minutes, you gotta wait 48. So for me, who wants to get the, I think it's the the Lamar Davis Organics van, which I think is part of that. I don't remember, but I think that's part of that tier. I I'm gonna have to do 100 payphone hits with a 48-minute cooldown. You know how long that's gonna take? If I want to do that, I'm not gonna do that. Fuck that. I'm not doing that, but that would take forever. And then plus, besides the 100 payphone hits, I have to do 100 security contracts, which also started me with a clean slate of 0. Once I'm done, like at least 50, I should have at least 50 done, but no, I have 0. That's messed up because they cherry some things they did like okay, start a VIP mission. Okay, that's easy. I understand doing that with a clean slate. They should have either done the whole thing, whatever you progressed on, that's where you start, or they should have done everything in a clean slate so that we all start the same. No, some people like did certain things. They'll be able to clean certain things. Like for example, I never did the OG heist. Some people have done all of them. They've done everything there. Who knows? They probably get to claim everything there. I don't know because I never did the OG heist. I can't say. I never even looked at the menu, but I just think we should have gotten progress on everything. I don't know why they decided to do it on some and not others, and then they cherry picked which ones they wanted to do. That pissed me off. Vehicles. 7 new vehicles have been added. The Grotti Italy, the Meibatsu, the De-Class Walton, the Rapid Rotel, the Rapid Critique, the F-160 Raiju, that's plane, and the Mammoth Streamer 216. That's another plane. I completely missed that Mammoth Streamer one. Doesn't look like much of a plane anyway, so. Returning vehicles. Previously limited time vehicles are not available for general purpose. So the ones that they did limited time, like they did for like a week during the during certain event weeks, they brought those back now. The Issy Rally, the 200 Panther, the Hovering Everon, and the Willard Ludora. Well, we knew that was going to happen. We knew eventually they'd bring these back. The limited time crap is just FOMO for you to buy it right then and there. One new weapon has been added, which is available for purchase from the gunman, the Tactical SMG. Cosmetics. 160 pieces of male clothing and accessories have been added to clothing stores. 220 pieces of female clothing and accessories have been added to the clothing store. 2 new male hairstyles and 1 new female style. Alright. 5 new RC Bandito time trials have been added to the existing rotation. These trials are also now rotate daily, allowing players to claim part-time reward for each day. So the RC Bandito time trials rotate daily instead of weekly now. And there's 5 new ones. Acid Lab product names. Players can now unlock and choose from a range of names for their acid product, each of which will increase in sell value. Now, when I heard the names, like you were going to name your own acid, I thought you could just custom name your own acid, which would have been fun. Unfortunately, they just decided to give you general names and decided to like pick which ones you wanted to use and stuff. So the names are kind of dumb. It's the only benefit you get is that you get more money. But I wish they would have just let us pick our own custom names. Experience improvements. An alternative settings option has been added that allows players to toggle sprint between a tap and hold when using a controller. I didn't like it because whenever you have it to hold the run, your character runs even if you want to walk. So I didn't like that. Players can now claim all destroyed vehicles at one time via calling Moore's Mutual Church. That's a good one. Taxi work can now be launched while driving the Willard Eldora and the Albany Classic Broadway when they have the respective taxi library applied. That should have been day 1. I don't know what took them a whole other update to do that. Players can now add custom description tags to their garages when calling the mechanic. If a player... Wait. Let me read that one again. Players can now add custom description tags to their garages when calling the mechanic. I gotta look at that. I don't know what that even is. If a player's personal vehicle is destroyed during a contact mission, it can be claimed back by Morse Mutual for free. Good. When requesting vehicles from the Eclipse Boulevard garage, vehicles are now split into their respective floors. Well, that's good, but I bought the garage only because it was discounted, but I haven't put a vehicle in there yet, so I haven't tried that out. The Secure Server and Motorcycle Club interaction menu sections have been merged into one register as a boss section. I think that was pointless. It's just another button press to get to that. I don't know why that's even there. Players can now quickly register as a boss at any owned business computer. I'm pretty sure that was already there, so, but okay. Map lips for properties now only appear on the map at shorter ranges, which is good and bad. You know, it's good because when you had the little mini map and it was always cluttered with your icons, it made it messy. But now it's nice and clean. The only thing is now you're gonna have to pull up the full map to if you need directions to how to get to a business if you don't remember, which most of us should remember already. I mean, how long have we been playing this game already? It's been almost 10 years now. We should have that map memorized already. Let me see, where did I leave off? Players can now re-request their Avenger Mobile Operations Center and Terabyte delivered closer to their location and is already present in free mode. Okay, good. The cannons on the P996 laser and Hydra jets have been adjusted. So now they're more like the B11 from what I can gather. I mean, I don't really use jets that much, but it's not really much for me. But I'm guessing that people in the PvP community are not liking this very much. The vertical takeoff and landing of the VTOL activation button has been updated for all planes. So I think you have to, it's L3 now. I forget, but okay, that's good. The stats content menu has been updated. Madraso's dispatch service mission can now be launched for one player. Okay, that's good. Now the only thing is it friendly to one player or is it going to be really hard? The player's body armor is restocked to the same level that they had in the lobby upon using a quick restart. Good. A buy all option has been added when purchasing body armor from ammunition. Good. That it's annoying to have to click when you need full armor, like doing 10 clicks. You just do it on all one click. When using body armor via the weapon wheel, it will now equip the most suitable armor in a player's inventory based on their current armor level. The rank requirement for purchasing different tiers of body armor has been removed. Okay, good. The rank requirements for unlocking daily objectives have been removed. Who does dailies anymore on this game? This is not Red Dead Redemption. This is GTA's objectives were always kind of useless. Players can now join private takeovers at the Ellis Car Meet via a new option on the entry menu. All right. Players can now filter for open wheel and house specialty work races in the online race menu. Okay. Morse Mutual Insurance will now text new players and outline how to claim their destroyed personal vehicle. All right. An additional entry point for the flight squad has been added to the own hangars. Oh, Tyler's going to love that. English Dave and Tom Connors will no longer call the player while they are parachuting or free falling. They should not call you, period. The orbital cannon can no longer instantly reset or refund it to prevent players from being repeatedly targeted. Good. That's a good addition. But you'll never solve the orbital cannon problem until you remove the orbital cannon. That's just my opinion. The payouts for completing Gerald's Last Play and the Super Live Contact missions have increased by 25%. Not much of an increase. It's okay, but anything is okay, but don't expect too much. Same thing with collectibles and events. It's not that much of an increase. QR code sign in. Skip that. GTA Plus updates. Oh, goody. Here we go. The Vinewood Car Club has been added to the terminal area of Los Santos. This allows GTA Plus members to freely borrow from an exclusive stock of high-end vehicles and purchase them at a discount price. Vehicles will rotate, including the complimentary GTA Plus vehicle that can now also be claimed directly from the Vinewood Car Club location. All vehicles currently present in the Vinewood Car Club can be driven in free mode and for an unlimited amount of time. The Vinewood Car Club vehicles can be requested in free mode via the interaction menu. The one thing that they did not mention, and maybe they'll mention it later, but I highly doubt it, is that they had to remove well, they didn't have to. They decided that they had to remove 180 plus cars from the websites to purchase. If you already bought them, they should still be in your garage. You paid for those cars. They're staying in your garage. No, I'm talking about if you never purchased a car, let's say, which was the Sterling GT, let's say, for example. They removed the Sterling GT from the websites. If you bought the Sterling GT, that's in your garage. That's not going anywhere. But if you never bought it, now you can't buy it. Okay? So, and what I'm thinking and what everybody's thinking and what most likely is going to happen is that it's going to go into this Vinewood Car Club. They're going to take it away from you. And then they're gonna re-add it to the Vinewood Car Club, and they're gonna say, "Oh, for one-time exclusive only, try to get this car, limited time, 1 week only." And they're gonna make these old cars more valuable. So what they're doing basically, instead of making new content, they're removing old content and reselling it to you for a limited time. They're adding FOMO to their cars, their old cars, and hoping that you'll bite and subscribe to GTA Plus and then pay for the car, because not they're only going to give you one car in there, and the other cars that are in there you got to pay for them. So you're paying $6 a month for the privilege to buy other cars. Like I said, only Rockstar would find a way to monetize purchases. Let's keep going. It's disgusting. Let's keep going. Creator updates. Several updates have been added to the creator as part of this update. All right, I don't usually do creator. I mean, if you want to read it, I'll scroll through it slowly. But it's not really something I've never done. I'm sure it's pretty much good stuff. Like, added stuff that should have been added long ago. Like, I can see, like, races, contract stuff. Oh, wait, here on. This is content. Let me see. Fixed an issue that resulted players being unable to take chop and walk in story. Okay, so this is story stuff. I didn't know that. Well, at least they're still going into the story mode and fixing some stuff. But there's also some online stuff here. I see some last dose stuff, first dose stuff. So okay, so that's general fixes. That's good. Anything fixing an issue that resulted in more sexual problems not receiving correct rewards after completing a pay for it. Okay, well, that's when you have multiple people in there. So there's some general fixes. All right, properties. Fix an issue that resulted in players getting stuck on the select a vehicle for delivery menu after requesting a vehicle from the Eclipse Boulevard garage. Fix an issue that resulted in players getting stuck in the transaction pending menu when purchasing a decoration from the casino store. I've had that done. That's annoying. Fix an issue that resulted in a player's biker clubhouse garage door not functioning. Fix an issue that resulted in the screen shaking when joining another player's session from a biker's clubhouse. Fix an issue that resulted in players not being able to request and deliver vehicles that do not own from the Eclipse Boulevard garage despite not owning it. Fix an issue that resulted in the exit via helicopter option not working while leaving the agency. These are just general fixes and stuff that, like, I've never, like, except for the one with the casino store one, that I've never had to deal with these, but I guess there are issues, but they must be minor because I rarely hear about these. Fix an issue resulted with associate prospects not being given any rewards for following the CEO, VIP, MC's president delivery vehicle from their auto shop. Like I said, I've never seen that, but if it's there and they fixed it, that's good. Vehicles, fix it. Oh, which reminds me of vehicles. I'm wondering if this update is going to have another fully armored vehicle, because every update has had like a vehicle that accidentally gets like full bullet armor. I wonder if this update has one. I haven't heard anything yet, so maybe not. Maybe they actually finally learned their lesson and learn how to do an update without making a vehicle almost god mode. Fix an issue that resulted in players being unable to sell a vehicle after changing the license plate. Fix an issue that resulted in players being unable to move after jumping from on the construction. Oh, that's happened to me. Fix an issue that resulted in players being unable to move after jumping on the Kasaka just before it submerges. That's happened to me. I hated that. I had to restart the game. Good thing they fixed that. Fix an issue that resulted in crew members disappearing from vehicles. I've had that happen. Fix an issue that resulted in headlights of vehicles requested from Agent 14 non-functioning. Fix an issue that resulted in the player being charged when swapping between already owned chaff and flare mods on the Sparrow. That's good, because that's annoying. Fix an issue that resulted in the camera clipping when driving a Western Power Surge in first person. Fix an issue that resulted in the camera clipping when riding a bicycle and aiming a weapon. Fix an issue that resulted in the user-generated crew emblems being visible to restricted players when applied to a non-personal vehicle. Fix an issue that resulted in vehicles disappearing when sorting on in-game websites. Okay. And miscellaneous fixes. Fix an issue that resulted in players losing GTA money every time they use the mask audio option after receiving a horror pumpkin mask. Okay, anytime you lose money for something you're doing in-game that's not a purchase, it's good that you fixed it, because that's not good. I could imagine people being pissed off if they lost money just because they activated the audio option on a mask. Fix an issue that resulted in players losing all weapons and ammo when collecting pumpkins that contain peyote. Fix an issue resulting in players losing ammo after changing sessions. That's happened to me a lot. I would buy ammunition, I join the session, and all that ammo's gone. That really pisses me off when I use the the ray gun. Because I will buy ammo for the ray gun, then I'll switch sessions, and then all of a sudden I have no ammo. It pisses me off. I'm glad they fixed that. Fix an issue resulted in an invisible wall being present at the Palmer Taylor Power Station. I think that's been there for a long time. Fix an issue that resulted in the Lucky Wheel menu closing and the player not receiving a winning vehicle if they took too long selecting a property. I didn't know that was an issue. I just thought you had only a short time to pick a property. That's why everybody was like real quick to pick something and just sort wherever. I'm glad you could take your time now and pick a location properly. Fixed an issue resulted in players being unable to store their service carbine in a gun locker. Fixed an issue resulted with players' torso disappearing for a short duration when swapping accessories. Fixed an issue that resulted in clothing clipping when worn in with a mini dress. Fixed an issue that resulted in players not receiving a knife when purchasing it from the gun bed, and that would be annoying. Fixed an issue that resulted in your ancestor being unable to be removed from the player's phone contact favorites. Thank you. I don't need that idiot on there. I don't know why he's still there. I'm glad I could just remove him already. Fixed an issue that resulted in players being unable to see the WM-29 pistol in the agency armor after you unlocked it. Good. Fixed an issue that resulted in the hide map lips option for junk energy skydiving not functioning. Fixed an issue that resulted in players respawning outside of bounds during shrinking bounds deathmatch. Fixed an issue that resulted in players seeing incorrect score values on the post-match leaderboard after completing Assume Adversary mode. Good. PlayStation specific changes. Okay. Fixed an issue that resulted in players being presented with an unresponsive welcome message after assuming from rest mode on GTA 5. I've never put my PlayStation 5 in rest mode, so I wouldn't know how that worked. Fixed an issue that resulted in players with restricted user-generated content accounts being able to see the initials left by other players on arcade machines. Okay. Fixed an issue that resulted in the reflections of mirrors of diminishing... let me read that again. Fixed an issue that resulted in the reflections on mirrors diminishing at certain times of day on PlayStation 5. Yeah, the mirrors on GTA 5 were always kind of weird. I'm glad they're starting to fix that. Fixed an issue that resulted in halos being seen around the weapons and ammunition. I never really noticed that. Fixed an issue that resulted in players being unable to access the PlayStation Store and purchase GTA 5 story mode. Oh God, no! Let's not restrict players from purchasing stuff. No. Fixed an issue that resulted in players being unable to sign up for GTA Plus when selecting a Tiger Shark card purchase. No. We can't have that. We can't have players being unable to purchase GTA Plus. Yes, we could have the Titan glitch for 7-8 years, but no, we gotta fix this ASAP. Xbox specific improvements. Improved the lighting fidelity seen through the windows during story mode mission Dead Man Walking. That's it? That's the only Xbox specific fix? Okay. PC specific. Fix multiple issues related to stability and security. When are they gonna add the new stuff that PS5 and Xbox Series S players have into PC? That makes no sense that they haven't added that yet. And they still haven't. Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 specific. Numerous improvements to ray tracing. Alright. Fixed an issue that resulted in players being unable to progress through the gunrunning executive introductions after selecting them in the career builder. Fixed an issue that resulted in the survival and open world series missing from the quick GPS list. Improved the lighting fidelity seen around flames when firing incendiary ammo. Fixed multiple issues that resulted in improper text alignment on the landing page when playing on Asian language settings. Okay, and then editor and creator, those are there for those who are interested in reading. So those are your main patch notes. Now, there's some stuff in here that Rockstar decided to omit because they knew they would piss off people. And here's a couple of them. Thank you for Tez, too, for letting us know. So, number one, I don't know why it took me off. I was in Tez's main page. Let's see. Let me scroll down just a little bit. So, number one, I guess, new trade prices for the Squatty and Manchester. I don't know why they didn't add that in there. But those are your new trade prices for the Manchester and the Squatty. Today's new update finally addressed the auto shop staff's RNG bug. So, if you ever tried to have the staff deliver your auto shop cars, they always fucked up. They always messed up. They always damaged the car, and it wasn't slight damage. It was always like $15,000 to $20,000 worth of damage. So it was never worth it for your guy to do it. You should just deliver your car on your own. Apparently, after how many updates now, they finally decided to fix this bug. And now, when you send the guy out, there's a good chance that he will make zero mistakes. But still, he'll still make mistakes. But now there's a chance he actually might succeed and actually know how to properly drive and not crash into anything. What was the other thing? Some changes not mentioned within the patch notes. And these are the ones that were kind of pissed me off. And I'm not surprised they weren't mentioned in the patch notes. The payphone hit cooldown increased to 48 minutes. Why? I don't know. 20 minutes was just fine. I don't know why they decided to increase to 48. Especially now that you need to progress on the career thing. 48 minutes is just going to take forever. Random events. Smuggler's Plane now gives 2k RP instead of 20k. Why? 25k was fine. Why are you decreasing it to 2k? That's a big decrease. And then Business Battle. The aircraft carrier has been disabled. I never liked the aircraft carrier free mode event. That doesn't really bother me. But I know there are some people that did like it. So those people are going to be upset. And here's the big one. 188 vehicles have been removed from the dealership sites to streamline the shopping experience, as per Rockstar. Yeah, sure, we're streamlining the shopping experience. More like streamlining your wallet. The choices in terms of super sports cars are really odd, like the removal of the S80RR and the RA7B. Yeah, that is weird. Why would you remove those? Those are not old. And then in addition to that, Rockstar added variables to 9 vehicles that might be removed in the future. The Tampa, the Vindicator, the Bestia GTS, the Coquetta Classic, the Mamba, the Monroe, the Baller, the Armored Baller, and the first generation Baller. And then the only good thing is that they're gonna add armored trucks later this year, but this was in the newswire, so that's about it. So yeah, the big one that everybody's upset about, and rightfully so, 188 vehicles being removed. Like, the only reason why they're doing this is because they want to resell you the cars back with FOMO attached, so that you buy them right away and you subscribe to GTA Plus. That's pretty much it. Because they're not deleted from the game. They're gonna be recycled in the Vinewood Car Club, and as you know, the Vinewood Car Club is exclusive to GTA Plus. So that's where they're gonna do this. Instead of making new cars for it, for people that are subscribing, paying $6 a month, instead of making new cars to add in there, they're gonna add the old cars that they took away from everybody else. That's just fucked up, and I don't understand their logic. It's terrible business practices, but then Rockstar for years has been doing terrible business practices. So it's disgusting, it's horrible, and let's just maybe look at a quick list of the cars. Let's see if I can see real quick. And these are the cars: the Gasser, the Zion Classic, the Turbo, the Fudo. I mean, some of these cars are pretty old, but still, you do not it's never good. The Chibukra. I like how they added that comment there. I don't know what that is. The Chiburek, but that's a nice little comment there. The Tailgater, a bunch of the off-road stuff. Is there anything that really upsets me? Let's see. I like the Landstalker. The Patriot got removed? Wow, okay. Oh, some motorcycles got removed too. The Hikachu? No. The Batty. That was like the cheapest, best bike in the game. You removed the Batty 801? You assholes. Yeah, I don't understand why they remove supercars. People really buy supercars. The Roosevelt got removed? Oh, you jerks. Those are cool cars to own. Even though they're not good to drive, those are good cars to own. So yeah, there's several cars in here that I wouldn't be pissed that they got removed. Thankfully, I think I do have some of them. Not all of them, though. I'm pretty sure there's some in here that I won't be able to buy anymore, that I should have bought, and I won't be able to anymore. But still, it doesn't matter. If I like the car, if I didn't like the car, if the car is old, if the car is like super cheap, whatever. Never a good idea to remove content from a video game, especially a live service game. Never a good idea. Especially if you're just gonna go ahead and re-add it and remonetize it later. That's just awful business practices. But like I said, this is Rockstar's MO for the last 3, 4, 5 years, maybe even longer. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. I mean, it's upsetting, but it is what it is, unfortunately. What else can we do? We know Rockstar's going to do this kind of crap. So, the only thing I could tell you is, please, if you really are pissed off at all this stuff, don't buy GTA Plus. You can play the game, it's fine. You own the game. You already bought the game. And here's the thing, too. For people that say, hey, you know what, Fern? It's only $6. What are you complaining about? Why are you crying? Dude, for people that say that it's only $6 and I shouldn't complain, I shouldn't cry about it, whatever, those people don't know what the value of a fucking dollar is. They don't pay rent. They don't pay for food. They don't have to spend on utilities. You know, just in gaming alone, you need to have, first of all, you bought this game 3 times already. PS3 version, PS4 version, now the PS5 expanded and enhanced bullshit. All right? 3 times. Then, you need to buy the systems. I had to buy a PS3 to play the PS3 version back in the day. The PS4, I had to buy a PS4 version back in the day. And a PS5 now. Those weren't cheap. That's like $300 to $500 each. Then, I have to pay a yearly subscription to PlayStation to play them online. That's another $60 a month. I'm not a month, a year. So, add that in there. Plus, I have to buy the game, like I said earlier. And then I have to buy it again for PS4. And then I got to buy it again for PS5. And now on top of all of that expenditure, and this is just for gaming, I'm not even adding the rent and the food and all the other stuff I got to deal with to make money for. I have to also pay $6 for crap. Because I'm not getting much value in it. In fact, I'm getting recycled crap. So for people that say it's just $6 for them, what are you complaining about? Fuck you. You don't know money. You're probably living in your parents' basement, rent free, just playing GTA all day. So you don't know the value of a dollar. So don't tell me what $6 is worth to me. I mean, it's my money. It's your money. It's my money. I'll spend it how I want. But if you're saying, you know what, stop crying because it's $6. Fuck you. You don't know the value of money. All right. So stop saying that, because go get a job. Go work 40 hours a week or more for $7, $8, $10 an hour, and see if $6 don't mean anything anymore. All right. Sorry about that. That was a small little rant at the end. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.